Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are men.
20 years ago, somewhere in South Sudan, around 1993, he was born a refugee, on the run from his own kind, of victim of a cold time, with no way to escape out his own mind. It was the women in his life that stayed close by. Mom was the bold type, on the run the whole time. Deng was inside, taking what she could supply. Short time after birth, mama grew ill inside. Then she died and his father left her fighting this war. They never met him, dad was gunned down by rebels when he was 10, but daddy's sister stayed with Deng and they found refuge in Kenya. His uncle left him to the US, who refused to accept him. Deng was born in the middle of a sandstorm. Heard his story, shed a tear, wrote this sad song, thinking the Jews who have died by the same cause. Man, justified by their lines stained in lamb's blood.
You are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power.
Man, most of things I've spent trying to be free. You and me spend the time trying to find high society. Most end up spending time high, burning money trees. Most end up dead lives spent never knowing peace. Took more than 3 years of crawling before we walked. Took 3 years for his uncle to bring a brother to us. 3 more years English fluent, Deng is speaking his thoughts off the top. Freestyling about the path that he's walked. The beast only needs sex, food, water, and rest. Need not concern himself with seas when he's got billions left. Each night the kids flee to safety to catch seas. On schools and church grounds that they sleep with no police. Hearing sounds in their dreams, not thunder and lightning. Loud bulls that cry screams, men watches their wives treated like some animals. Slicing the back of their thin throats. Kin folks stained in blood on their lambskin coats.
Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise.
The US is just a dream for most African teens, but Deng would make his way out to this land of the free. And when he came out to our scene, he learned how we partied. Got faded on Mary Jane and felt feelings of inner peace. For which Deng was soon enslaved, but when dismissed by his peeps, he ran away 3 times. Each time they take heed. Then he ran to his PO and told it this not free. On the runs of being locked up in a cage with no key. He went in front of the judge and told her the same thing. Instead of apologies, he told her his memories. Once again, it was the women that showed him the empathy. Once again, Deng was free, and that's when he met me. With only 6 years speaking the same language, freestyling with slang, coming from a life of pain. Homie Deng, united as slaves, hated but surviving this place. Men, women, Jews, and Afrikaners, we fight for the same things.
Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!